Loop-de-loop.
Cherokee 844 Whiskey, McCullum Tower, proceed on course westbound, wind 3306, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
McCollum ground, Skyhawk 80210 is on the north ramp with uniform. We would like a northbound departure, please.
Skyhawk.
That's 80210, McCullum ground, runway 27, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha for 27 80210. Okay, what'd you say, sir?
Skyhawk.
Skyhawk.
Oh, I thought they said hockey. I'm like, you.
It'd be nice to have the sun out of our face for a little while.
Right? What's your call sign?
I don't have one.
Why not?
Ours is 80210.
Yeah. 80210, so when you have a stroke and I have to talk to him?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Cute little rotors this thing has. Referring to the brakes.
Yeah, they're pretty small.
Everybody's, I see the mouth on the plane. It's very popular. It's kind of neat.
That one over there is called a bird dog. All right, nothing on the right. Nothing on the left. We're going to be taking off right into the sun.
I'd rather take off into the sun than land in it, to be honest.
I'm with you on that. We'll be landing into it anyway, though.
Oh, well. Wonderful. I guess this thing is loud as shit.
926 McCullum Tower, verify your direction of flight, and you can proceed on course runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind 3007. Flight 926, roger.
What the fuck is that guy doing? He's like backwards in the...
That one?
This one over here.
On the right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's double checking some shit. Looks like see those rear ailerons moving around. Flap, whatever you want to call it. So like we're in line?
Yeah, so we're going to run up and check the engine real quick before we go.
Okay.
But I think because of this weird situation we're in parking-wise here, we're going to be waiting on these guys anyway, so we'll just wait to do it. You're not supposed to do it blasting back towards the runway.
Do what?
The run-up, because we got to turn the engine up, then we're going to check gauges, we're going to fail the engine, we're going to make sure it's making enough power in order for us to get up in the air and stay safe.
I think that's maybe what he's probably has a problem going on over there?
I think he's an idiot. I'm not really sure why he's doing what he's doing. The way this guy, 39 Charlie there, the way he's doing it is the appropriate way to do it. You pull in over here and...
It looks like he's stressing the thing out.
Yeah, we're going to do the same thing.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. You don't want to do it towards the runway because...
Yeah, you don't want to face the runway. You get in trouble for that.
So, like, would we have to be like, hey, tower, we got an asshole over here?
No, I'm going to wait for 39 Charlie to pull out. If that guy wants to radio and ask me to sit here while he pulls out, I'll do that.
Fortunately, we can't see his number. So what are we looking at here?
Well, this is your altitude set to sea level, so we're 1,000 feet off the ground. So when we go up, you can just add or take 1,000 feet off if you want to know what we are. Above the ground, not above sea level. Directional, there's another magnetic one here.
Right.
It's our vertical speed indicator.
Okay.
RPM over here.
Hold ground, Cessna 734 Yankee Delta on the south ramp, information uniform, ready to taxi VFR to the northwest.
And this is your turn coordinator. This is our... yep, so... Basically,
7340 Yankee Delta, McCullum ground, runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
27 via Bravo,
oh, wow.
4 Yankee Delta.
Pulled right out.
Cherokee 8440 Whiskey, frequency change approved.
Strong pull-out game.
Not bad.
I was surprised by how nimble he was able to turn around like that.
Yeah.
Flight 926, frequency change approved.
So if he would have done it the proper way, we would have been, all three of us could have fit.
But instead we gotta pull over here and do our thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty critical thing here.
No, hey, concentrate, do your thing.
Yeah, you just want to make sure everything's looking good before you take your buddy out on a flight. GoPro's working, but it's leaning a little bit. So we run it up to 1700 there?
Yeah.
Okay, and now you're just checking, make sure engine temperatures and pressures are in the green. Right, the other thing you're looking for is this thing.
That oil temp seems awfully low.
Yeah, it'll come up as we're going. And you're also looking for suction because these are all
Vacuum?
Yep, they're vacuums, so you want to make sure you got positive suction, and then you still got positive power over here. And basically we're going to fail the right side of the engine and make sure it doesn't drop more than 100 RPM, 125 RPM, and then we'll do the same on the left side, and then we'll check the carb heat. So right now, that's failed the right side. It dropped about 75, so that's looking good. We bring it back up to both to reset it, and we take it back down to the left side. Okay, as long as it's within 50 of the other side, it means the
I can feel it.
Everything's good.
Yeah, good stuff.
Now we pull the carb heat out. Okay, this prevents icing from happening. And we should see a little bit of an RPM drop, which we did. And then now we do an idle check, where we take this all the way down. We want to make sure the plane can fully idle in with everything off, which it is. Let's put the carb heat back on. Bring back up to our ground idle, just 10,000. I'll adjust my door. Your window's shut.
Window is shut?
Yeah. Controls free. Correct.
My knees are a bit...
Foxtrot, McCullum Tower, turn right on course, runway 27.
What's that?
Takeoff, wind 3105.
There you go, back. Yeah, the only thing when we're taking off, just make sure your feet are flat.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not going to be hitting any of the controls. I did backed it up one.
Okay, so take off. Trim set, fuel selector both, mixture full.
728 Quebec on the south side.
Briefing complete.
Taxiing to runway
Turn strobe light on when
27.
we get down there. Cruise climb, we're headed north, just double check.
7 Juliet Quebec, McCullum
160.
ground. Is that a request? Give me a full call sign first of all.
7288 Quebec.
Yep, 160, that's good.
November 7288 Quebec, McCullum ground. I understand you're requesting taxi for northwestbound departure?
Correct.
November 7288 Quebec, runway 27, taxi via Bravo. What's one other thing you need to give me? You got the ATIS?
Numbers?
You got the ATIS?
Correct, yes. 88 Quebec.
All right, so let's try it again. 728 Quebec on the south tower. We'd like to taxi for northwestbound departure with Quebec. That way I won't be asking all these questions.
Okay, clear to the right? Clear to the
On
right.
the south side, departing to the northwest.
Now he's got that guy all
Via
nervous.
runway 27.
728 Quebec, runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
You want to join Nick's
88
iPhone?
Quebec, taxi via Bravo.
No, cancel that. And just click on maps.
658 Lima Mike.
The 6 Alien Mike, McCullum
There you
ground,
go.
runway 27, taxi Alpha, say direction of flight, verify the ATIS.
I have a uniform and direction of flight to the north, taxi via Alpha to runway 27, November 658 Lima Mike.
Thumbs up,
2739 Charlie, McCullum Tower. The Warrior ahead of you will be northwestbound. Turn right on course, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
On course, 27, clear for takeoff, 2739 Charlie.
That's that guy right in front of us. Trying to beat Yankee Delta over there. He's got a run up still. That's what we just did there. It's called a run up.
Fucking hole in the ground. Lord.
Should be able to see it pretty good on tail, probably better on landing. And McCullum Tower Skyhawk 80210 is holding short of 27, ready for takeoff.
So 80210 McCullum Tower, Skylane ahead will be northeastbound. Turn right on course, wind 360 at 8, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff and approved turnout to the north, 80210. Okay. You all good, bud?
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Still a little upset this flight doesn't serve cocktails.
All right, finals clear. It's clear down the runway. You got your visor all set there for the sun. Alright, airspeed's alive, engine temperature's in the green.
Yeah, there we go.
There's that crosswind, man. You can really feel that. It's probably going to be like this the rest of the flight, buddy.
As long as you're comfortable, I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I'm good. Just making sure you know. And pretty much your job now is to just look out for other aircraft.
Copy that.
So see, we got this guy, he's headed out to the north there.
Right.
So we'll just make sure we stay away from him.
Copy that.
And the visuals will get a lot better when we get out of this sun.
I would imagine.
Yep. Another 100 feet to go and we'll turn out. Is he on our wing? Yes, he is. You see him over there?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we
Vegas
keep...
Victor now, current one variable of 5 from the west-northwest, altimeter 3011.
Yes. Actually, we'll go 100 more feet up. And there it is. We'll turn out to the right.
Tower, shooter 240 is about 10 miles to the north, setting up for a right base, runway 27 full stop.
Shooter 240, McCullum
Is there
Tower
north?
for the 3-mile right base, runway 27. Victor now, current altimeter
like north to me.
3012.
Alright, let's check out this lights. Take off cruise throttle, or not the cruise yet.
Horizon looks all clear.
Yep, everything's looking pretty good.
That is a big ass hole in the ground.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Looks like, oh, looks like your brother fell. Hey,
Yeah. Hey, you happen to note what time it is?
party time. It is 6:55.
6:55, alright. We'll start heading back around 15:20 after. Just make it a little short flight today. Let's see if we can go head out to the lake here. Lake Altoona is off to our northwest. I should have probably told him northwest, but there's, is that Lake Ackworth that's out this way? I don't recall. We'll go fly over that.
2739 Charlie, traffic 10 o'clock, 6 miles southbound, text 2, descending out of 3000 on a right base. Frequency change approved.
So, if you were saying that we are about what?
Do what?
1,400 feet right now?
He's below you now, no factor. Warrior 151, Sierra Foxtrot, frequency change approved.
These wheels don't go up, eh?
210, frequency change approved.
No, they stay. They're fixed gear.
McCullum Tower, November 658, Lima, Mike is ready.
So 65 Lee, Mike, McCullum Tower, turn right on course.
Man, I was hoping it'd be smoother up here, but we'll see.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, right turn to the north. 658, Lima, Mike.
Shooter 240, runway 27, cleared to land, 1340 at 4.
Clear land 27, shooter 240.
Test 80210, frequency change approved, over.
Frequency change approved. We'll see you in a little bit. 80210.
Why do you want to change frequency?
He's basically saying he's no longer paying attention to us. If you see this little blue circle that's around the airport there,
Yeah.
that's his traffic area. That's what he's in charge of. So, we'll keep. This is a pretty good.
The little blue. I see there's also another big blue.
Yeah, the big blue is the Bravo for Atlanta Hartsfield. So if we go up to 7,000, see that 7,000 there? If we go up above that, we're gonna have F-16s after us. That would take us about 20 minutes to get that high in this plane, though.
I guess that's like controlled airspace, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's where, like, Delta's coming in, that's where
Right.
Southwest is coming in, all those guys. So, yeah, they have you stay out of that.
Delta Tower, Cessna 734 Yankee Delta, holding short 27 on Bravo 6, ready for takeoff.
Test 734, Yankee Delta, McCullum Tower.
Well, what do you think,
turn right
man?
on course, 1340 at 5.
I'm not gonna lie, I was very, very not okay
With the takeoff?
with the takeoff.
Oh, you'll be very,
But,
very happy on the landing then.
Oh, I'm sure.
Shooter 240 is a 3-mile base.
Like I say, it's
Shooter 240,
try not to think about this as essentially like a motorcycle in the sky.
Yeah.
It is very small,
Shooter 240.
but you know, interesting. I think it's neat.
It is interesting.
On one hand, I don't like how old everything is, but I do like that it's been retrofitted with new things.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, they take really good care of these planes. I feel totally safe in them.
I didn't realize how many cookie cutter neighborhoods there are. Good lord.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. There's a ton of them.
I mean, it's funny because you can see the new growth. The new growth, they just cut everything down. But then, like, that's an old neighborhood too. Just has trees in it. They didn't cut down all the fucking trees. Yeah, they grew back anyway. So this is Alatoona that we're coming up on, or is this?
Yeah, I think this is like an extension of Alatoona over here. And we're out of his airspace now, so yeah, we just follow Lake along, see if there's any boats out there. I don't know. There's not a whole lot to do up here if you're not traveling somewhere. So
I know that we're not, but if you go to the so you go to 10,000 feet outside of that bubble.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Oh, and if you need more air or less air, do you need less air? That's really kind of pumping there.
No, I think we're fucking great.
Okay, cool.
But now I see what it does.
Yeah,
okay.
you just push it.
Oh, okay.
It's either in or out, basically.
Right.
There's really no in between.
Seems like it's gonna come flying out of here.
Yeah. One time I had a bunch of dirt spit in my face from it. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Yeah, but I mean, this stage of flight here, we're just basically monitoring systems, got the engine leaned out just a little bit, and just spend the time while you're sightseeing. You're just looking for little things that are flying around just to make sure we're not running into anybody.
Now, luckily, it seems like we have a good visual background with the fog.
Yeah.
Just big enough to give you the contrast, but also not thick enough to bar your
vision or anything.
Vision. Yeah, it looks like there's a fire over on our 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you know what you might be seeing is the there's a big ass power plant over there.
Ah, okay.
That's actually Cartersville. It's a little south of Cartersville,
right
but
taxi straight
that's
into
where
the
it's
ramp
at.
for maintenance frequency.
I'll head a little bit over that way so you can get a better look at it. But
6 alien Mike, frequency change approved.
not really a whole lot to see over there.
Frequency change approved, November 658 Lima Mike.
Oh, did you want to fly a little?
What?
You want to fly a little?
Here in a second.
Okay.
Try
Don't feel pressured to. I mean, it doesn't really.
No, I want to. I just see if I can get Emily on a video call here.
We might be too high for that.
Hey, I don't know.
Give it a shot though. She won't be able to hear you at all.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You won't be able to hear me. But,
even if you yell at it, she's just hearing the engine.
Right.
If you take your ear thing off and listen to how loud it is, it's crazy.
Right. Too loud, I can't hear you.
And the lake is down below over there too. See that? And we're doing about 88 knots over the ground right now. That's about all we're getting. I'm not pushing the plane. We're just kind of cruising. What?
No, she showed the cat. The cat's like freaking out, like what the fuck. But all right.
Pretty cool. Yeah, lake heads over to the right there. If we were to turn right, we'd be heading over my house. I got great views over here. I don't know if you kind of see the smokestack of that thing over there.
The horizon's clear. Yeah, I'm not seeing you.
Yep. We'll just box this lake in. Usually get a little mechanical turbulence and you go over the water. And the mountains too, might get a little something from them.
Right. Going about 88, huh? That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's your ground speed right there, 88.
Right.
I'll have it pop up over here later, but I've got that preset for Kennesaw whenever we decide to turn in. We just boop.
No worries, whatever. Hey,
all right, let's take a look to the right. Make sure nobody's out there, and we'll head over that way.
looks clear, yeah.
I don't want to get too close to those mountains.
So are you turning just with rudders, or you do a little bit of both?
I'm just turning with this. You could do a little rudder turn. I'm trying to keep it nice and comfy.
I just don't know how all that stuff. I know that you can. There's more than one way to turn a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, we were doing a lot of rudder action coming off the runway there. And that's just because the way the prop spins, it pushes the plane to the left off the runway there.
Sure.
Obviously, you want to keep it centered. So you apply a lot of right rudder. That's probably why when you were feeling it was getting a little wiggly there.
Right.
That was just me kind of getting my feel back.
724 Yankee Delta, frequency change approved.
And you should be able to see Kennesaw Mountain over there.
Oh,
that's that one over there is one by where we used to live, the Sweat Mountain.
Okay.
The houses on top, that was like Highland Point or something.
Yeah.
That's one over there. That's a pretty good visual reference coming in from this way. So
I was about to say, yeah, it's definitely weird to see everything. Like,
yeah, from
it's like, where's 75?
You'll see it when we land. It's behind us, going out towards Cartersville. And then if we zoom in here, we might be able to find Can. Yeah, there's Can right there, and we're pointed right at it.
Tower 728 Quebec, holding short of runway 27, ready for departure.
So 728
Can I draw a dick in the sky?
Right on course, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
I could get in trouble for that.
Clear for takeoff, 728 Quebec.
Wouldn't enjoy that.
So why'd you lose your pilot's license? I like to draw a lot of dicks in the sky. That's a weird, fucking, not a house anywhere near that one. That's cool. I like that. We're rocking about 3,000 feet. Really cool.
Yeah, we're about to be 3,000 over the ground. It's been slowly climbing, and I'm fine with it. Basically, we get over here. I guess I'll just loop us back in. Go ahead. If you want to turn south to the north and just towards the mountains there.
Nice, easy movements.
Yep, you're at about, let's see, this
bank.
first one's about 5-degree bank there. I would say the airlines bank around 10 or 15, somewhere in there.
Okay.
One of the maneuvers you have to do with the FAA is a 40-degree bank all the way around, and then as soon as you straighten out, you do another one all the way around, and you run into your wake turbulence at one point, so the plane goes like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. For the first few times I did that, I wasn't sure I wanted to be a pilot. That and the stalls. But, you know, you got to feel comfortable in the airplane if you're going to do something like this.
Right.
So, you know, that's part of they do that with you very early on because...
make sure you're up for it.
Yeah, if you can't handle that shit, you know, whatever. So
what Dad was saying he used to do is, like, put the plane into a stall and be like...
Yeah, pretty much. They'll show you how to do it, and then they just, you know, they keep working with you. It's, especially at this altitude, there's a lot of time to recover if something did go wrong. But, I mean, one of the guys I was with, we did this thing called a falling leaf, which we put the plane into a stall and kept it there perpetually. So the warning is going off and all this stuff. Right. And he's like going, okay, turn the plane facing the north now. So while we're flying in a stall, I'm not turning here at all because that'll spin the plane. You use the rudders to slowly dance. That's why I call it the falling leaf, because the plane is sort of like going like that.
Good evening, Tower 0323 Whiskey.
That will,
16 miles.
That'll get your stomach going.
Inbound landing.
Sirius 323,
why don't you,
Pelham Tower, report a 5-mile straight in final, runway 27.
Give us a big left-hand turn here. We'll just do a loop. We're starting to head into the airspace of the Cherokee Airport out there, so we'll stay away from those guys. That's perfect right there. And we'll just fly in a big circle. And oh, there's a solar farm down here.
I figured they would be, this thing would want to fight me more.
No, it's really agile when the plane is moving really well, but like when we go into land, you're going to see I'm going to be like cranking it like this. That's because there's not much air for the ailerons and the control surfaces to deflect.
Yeah, I see.
So the plane gets super sluggish, and if you tip to the right real quick, we'll just check out to the left and see if there's anybody over there. Keep tipping. Yep, that's good. Go ahead and keep your turn going. That's the only problem with these high wings is you have to move the wings.
You really got to fucking get it.
Yeah.
How do I know? I'm looking at my thing here. Does that mean I'm in a 6-degree, 7-degree bank?
Yeah, you're in about a 5-degree bank right now. Okay. This thing. It's probably tough for you to see over there.
Okay, yeah, now I see it. Yeah,
this pitch turn coordinator here. If you tip the wing into that L there, that's considered a standard rate turn. So if you kept that and counted for a full minute, you'd make a 360-degree turn.
Ah, okay.
So that's something they tell you to do if you fly into a cloud and you don't know where the fuck you are.
Turner. Okay. Part of instrument flying.
Yeah, basically. Well, it's actually part of VFR flying because you're not supposed to be flying into the clouds. So if you find yourself in one, they tell you to do a 180. So you hit that and you count to 30 seconds, and it should let you know.
I see what you mean.
You know that you're headed back in the other direction. Another way to do it is just look at your core setting. So
you're pointed up a little bit there.
That's okay. No problem.
Well, I'm trying to level that out a little bit.
So you got a south one, you straighten out. Let's take a look over your right side. I'll take a look on the left side.
I got a guy low headed the other direction.
Oh, there he is. Yep. Okay, he sees us. No problem.
Let's say I didn't see him at first. But
that's okay. That's when we're actually, what you just performed there is called a clearing turn, which is supposed to tell people that we might be entering some maneuvers, so they know to stay way the fuck away from us.
Okay.
So let's see here. Keep on the airplane.
Hard.
I am going to bring us back because otherwise they're going to charge me a lot more.
Whatever.
So, let's say direct to... Oh, we're only 13 nautical miles out, so I am going to just slow us up a little bit. Okay. And then we're going to listen to the weather information.
22, dew point 03, altimeter 3011.
I got the plane.
Visual approaches are in use, arriving and departing, runway 27. Advise on initial contact, you have Victor. McCollum Tower information, Victor 2250 Zulu weather, wind variable at 5 from the west-northwest, visibility 10, sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 22, dew point 03, altimeter 3011. Visual approaches are in use, arriving and departing, runway 27. Advise on initial contact, you have Victor. McCollum Tower information, Victor 2250 Zulu weather, wind variable at 5 from the west-northwest, okay. Visibility 1.
Cool, and so we're about 11 miles out, so let's, there we go. Direct, enter. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just call them right now, so they'll get us back on their scoop. It was Victor, right?
What I heard.
Okay. And McCollum Tower, Skyhawk 80210 is about 10 miles out to the north with Victor, full stop landing.
Success 80210, McCollum Tower, report a 3-mile right base, runway 27.
3-mile right base for runway 27, 80210. Okay.
Cirrus 3223 Whiskey, runway 27, cleared to land, 13104.
Come down just a little bit more. We're about 2,000 feet over the pattern altitude, so...
Thank you.
And you can see, Kennesaw Mountain, you see the airport right there? So we're going to turn, he put us on a right base, so we're basically going to go down and turn right and land.
Right. Makes sense.
So we'll let him know when we get about 4 miles out from the airport there. So, yeah, again, if the takeoff felt a little wonky, the landing's going to feel wonky too, because,
right.
you know, with the wind and stuff, just don't worry about it. It's going to be fine.
It was more of a, well, you're in it now.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, there's no going back.
Yeah, no going back now.
All right, Mr. Full, put the strobes on so people can see us better. And now he's actually watching us on the radar too, so if there's any traffic and shit, he'll tell us to turn, he'll tell them to turn. But you can see the airfield right there. It's just right there.
Yeah, we got to take my dad up it.
Absolutely. Yeah, anytime he's in town, man.
Well, I mean, you know, with that, and he hasn't flown in how many years? I bet he would fucking love it.
Yeah. He'd probably take the plane over and scare the shit out of us.
I guarantee he would try to do that. You'd have to be like, no, this isn't a Navy bird.
Alright, so we are just almost 1,000 feet. So pattern altitude is 1,000 feet off the ground. That's 2,000 feet above sea level there. So we'll level out that, and then we'll start our landing sequence. Just make sure we've got fuel both.
I'm like fucking Han Solo.
Mixture's full rich.
Yeah, let's start the landing sequence.
Get a little robotic about that stuff just because repetition.
Well, yeah, as it should be.
You can see 75 there. It's kind of slicing in through the trees.
Right,
We're literally going to go right over. That's 1 mile from the runway. So, so we got another 1,000 feet to go, which is perfect. We're going to lose in about 3 minutes, which means we should be at the time 3 miles away is when he asked us to report. So we'll be good. We're going to turn the landing lights on. Got the strobe on. Let's turn that on too. Fuck it. Ground speed's 108 now.
Because we're going down a little bit, yeah?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, pretty easy. We weren't in the air for all that long, but...
Yeah, I bet on a real clear day.
Yeah.
Nuts.
This is actually pretty good.
Atlanta?
Yeah, you got Cumberland where the stadium and all that is there, and
right.
further on is Atlanta, and I'm not sure what all that, guessing that's over by like Sandy Springs over there.
Yeah, that's
285.
like perimeter area.
Just a second here. Hey, McCollum Tower, Skyhawk 80210 is on that 3 mile right base for 27.
Success 80210, runway 27, cleared to land, 1340 at 5. Your number 2 Fonger Cirrus on short final.
Number 2 following a Cirrus, cleared to land in November 80210. Alright, a little mechanical, probably off Kennesaw Mountain in the pit there.
Yeah, I don't try to get a picture of the pit.
I'm going to slide that back on your knee just
Sure,
a little
yeah,
bit. I'm going to slow us down. So part of slowing us down a little bit, I am going to pull the nose up, so you're going to feel everything raise up. And that gets us in flap range for flaps 10. New flap indicator right there, and then you always out the wing, verify. And if you're over landing, you really want to kind of keep the speed above 65. It's okay if it gets below that, but you got a little more control on the surfaces.
Right.
So I'll try to just bring us in, 65, 75, somewhere in that range.
However you feel most comfortable, my guy.
If you want me to stop telling you everything I'm doing, I can do that too.
No, hey, like I say, I think the whole process is neat. So, yeah, as long as I know that when I explain things at work, I screw up. Because I'm concentrating on explaining it and not on what I'm doing.
I usually,
But however you want to...
323 Whiskey, turn right next taxiway and taxi via Alpha, November 3 to the ramp, remain this frequency.
Alpha November 3.
Whatever's most comfortable for you, as long as we're not going to be landing on 75.
No, we're not. We're actually over 575 right now.
Make it Alpha November 4 in that case.
You got it. Alpha November 4, 323 Whiskey. Thanks.
I remember now, I forgot. I hadn't talked to you in a few days. You're a corporate road guy.
Sir, we are. You'll see the big
This
guy
dude
go
on tower is my favorite,
Roger
man.
that. So
It's the best.
8596 uniform, McCullum Ground, runway 27. Taxi via Alpha, and there's
So
a
they all
Cirrus inbound on
have-
November 4. You
That's
can make
Mike
a right turn and
in
transition
the
out to
8596
November 4.
uniform.
Give way to the Cirrus inbound.
Okay,
And then we met on the ramp.
Yeah.
We're going right over the computer. And the mall.
Yep.
Yeah, that oscillation you're feeling is from the pit there. That's what it does to you all the way down to the ground.
Interesting. I'm sure it causes a pressure variance, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying as hell.
So we're going to come out here and do like a 90 degree?
Yep, we're just going to scoot right in. There's not a lot of wind, so I'm going to keep the turn fairly. It'll probably be the tightest turn that we've done today.
That's what I was considering.
Yep. And then after that, we'll drop flaps 30. So we'll go ahead and start that turn now. And get your sunshade ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I even turned too early.
Way to go, asshole.
That's it. I just look like a shit. And a little nose down trim. Didn't hurt anybody. So see those lights, that light bar there, it's got the 4 on it?
Yep.
If they're all white, it means we're too high.
Oh, okay.
What you want is a perfect blend of 2 red and 2 whites.
Right, yeah, because they got an angle on it. Right,
You feel this crab that we're in? See how we're straight, but the plane's pointed that way? This is what
I get it.
That's what the pit does to you. So I'm going to see what Mike said, and we're going to land a little long. See that first light coming in there?
Yeah, I see that.
By the time we get to the ground, yeah, that crab's already coming out. I didn't even do anything for that. I'm just letting the plane fly in the crab right now.
Like I say, just do your thing landing.
Yeah, fortunately the sun is up nice and high there. Yep, we're perfectly on the
All right,
slope
yes,
right now.
I see that.
She's a battle. Yep, we'll just take the power out and ride it on in. Oh, we hit a little balloonage there. There we are. Not bad. I probably should have just rolled us onto the next one. I am going to...
Yeah.
Clean the flaps up. Lights off. Curb beat. Yeah, that's good too, because that's Mike right there. It's passing us.
Nice. Think he's by himself?
No, he's got a young girl with him. She looked like she was in high school or
That's
something.
80210, turn right next taxiway, taxi Alpha to the ramp, remain this frequency. Have a good night.
Alpha 3, Alpha to the ramp. Have a great night. Thanks, 80210.
Consent laws don't apply in the air?
Oh, there's a lot of rich people that your kids get to jump on a career. Parents can afford it. Clearly right there. Yep. That was a good one, man. Maybe you'll fly with me again sometime. We can actually go somewhere.
Dude, that would be rad.
That's the idea. So I'm trying to get in this flight club over here so we can rent airplanes and like go on a weekend to Athens or Nashville or something like that.
And throw the bags in the back and fucking ball out. Leave the wedding rings.
I don't know about that.